Oh my God, Amanda, did you see Game of Thrones last night?
Do I love my HBO family? Hey, Buzz.
So at the beginning, Brother D, honey, he had the hottest night in Mandalay Bay. He's making it rain, counting up all his winnings.
Meanwhile, Vintage Mia Farrow just booked herself a Wells Fargo commercial.
You can count on the Iron Bank's support as soon as the gold arrives.
So then back at Winterfell, Earl Grey is breaking the ice with baby Miss Cleo, but he's like, bitch, you can't fool me. I saw your old tweets.
Chaos is a ladder.
Chaos is a ladder.
He's like, you can't put me on the shit. I put you on the shit. 3 eyes.
And then baby Kill Bill rolls up to Club Winterfell and they're like, you are not on the list. And she's like, listen up, Trick, my sister's DJing tonight.
Tell Sansa her sister's home.
And then baby Kill Bill and Sansa Fierce are back together, reunited, and it's oh so good.
And then they have the most intense sleepover ever.
However long my list got, he was always first.
Your list?
Of people I'm going to kill.
So the Starks are all back together again, and let me tell you, this year's Christmas card is gonna be ugly.
Then Jon Snow takes Christina Aguilera down to the Keith Haring exhibit where he cave-splains all the art to her.
They were here together. The children and the first men.
At the end, Brother D, he's ready to go home, take off that hand, polish it up, let the cat butthole breathe when he realizes there is something amiss.
Listen.
It's like waiting for your period to come. There's a rumble, you don't feel right. Then you look down and it's like, fuck.
Spill the gas! Oh my God, just get that girl a Diva cup.
We'll see if you're that excited when you pull out a cup of your own blood.
Here's the thing, if you don't want to use a Diva cup on your moon cycle, I support that. I support that. You use whatever you want to use. I'm so pro pussy. I love vaginas.
Because you don't have one.
And I don't have to be in one. So I love them. I love them from afar. I'm like, yes, namaste vagina.
No, vaginas are very pesky. It's like you never get a handle on them. They're always running away from you like, yeast infection.
All of a sudden, a whole Groupon of Dothraki appear. They are doing full soul cycle, second position. And the toughest teacher is leading the class. Feel that burn.
Push through the pain.
Pump them legs.
Don't forget to breathe.
How you guys doing? I can't hear you.
Sweat, bitch. The only person happy right now is Dickon because for once, nobody's clowning his name.
Break on.
Dick on.
And then used car salesman's Blue Apron delivery shows up, and this week it's all about dragon kebabs.
But Christina is not letting this plane go down, and she does a full Sully and pulls a miracle on the Hudson. But Brother D is not happy about her Carrie Struck landing.
You fucking idiot.
And the last thing we see is Brother D making like the heart of the ocean just sinking. This hair is giving me full on the artist formerly known as Cersei, but currently Sansa.
But I feel like this is my Khaleesi dragon riding hair. Dracarys! Where are
my dragons? Good Lord, Bryan, did you see Game of Thrones this week?
Is Mrs. Fields my downfall? Yes.
Oh my God, so at the beginning, Game of Thrones is giving me like a lifeguard show everyone's been waiting for. Braun Watch.
Christina is recruiting pledges for her sorority, Fry Dragon Dragon.
I'm not here to murder. All I want to destroy is the wheel that has rolled over rich and poor.
Ooh, but that Dickon, honey, he is a Lannister legacy and he is not going nowhere.
I haven't seen a Dickon burn like that since the gonorrhea outbreak of 2011. Maybe I've been spending too many Sunday afternoons watching cable, but Christina and Jon Snow were serving up Hallmark movie realness. She's a single mom looking for someone to love her and her 3 dragons and turn their dragon stone into a dragon home. But will she be able to extinguish a former flame? Heartbreaker of chains.
And then Baby Kill Bill is all the shades grossed out when she finds out where Sansa Fierce has been sleeping.
These are mother and father's chambers.
And
Sleeping in your parents' bed.
Who probably used like sex toys, anal, vaginal, no rinsing, no wet wipes, just puss butt, puss butt, puss butt. Thinking the Holy Spirit's gonna keep you safe? No, it doesn't. UTIs are coming for everyone, and you know what? I don't think there's cranberry juice or pills back in those
back
days.
then they would just kill you.
And then of course, Hooked on Phonics gets invited to the gender reveal party, and surprise, we're having a blacksmith.
Hooked on Phonics was giving me straight Maxine, everyone's favorite shoebox greeting diva.
Yeah, nobody mind me. All I've ever done is live to a ripe old age. Nothing fucks you harder than time. It's better to be a coward for a minute than dead for the rest of your life.
Ooh, but then we find out which way gender fluid be swinging, honey. Ooh, honey, I be smelling some trouble and incested ice when Brother D tells Vintage Mia Farrow that he had a little baby meeting with Munchers, but she took it really well.
I met with Tyrion.
what did our brother have to say?
And then breaking news, we find out from Busted Anne Hathaway that Jon Snow is no bastard and he is in fact the legitimate heir to the Iron Throne, which you know that means that he can
Sorry, can we talk about Tubby Lubby and how he shot that avant-garde perfume commercial in the library? Books are meant to be touched. Learning is sex. Tube lube. Reach for the forbidden.
So then back at Winterfell, Baby Kill Bill suspects that Earl Grey's up to no freaking good, so she makes like Jessica Fletcher and Cabot Coves this motherfucker.
But of course she's been had because Earl Grey's just a messy bitch who lives for drama.
And then at the end, we had Riley and Louis C.K., who I am now calling Surly Spice, playing Guess Who? Ice and Fire Edition.
And you need to convince the one with the dragons or the one who fucks her brother.
And they're giving me full Moulin Rouge Lady Marmalade.
You got Dog the Bounty Hunter, Man Bun, Belle Collins, Gendry Fluid, Surly Spice, Jon Snow, Sir Carlisle. And even though they all have different singing styles, and then whatever little Kim does, they band together to hunt them a White Walker.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Moulin Rouge.
Look, I know you didn't want this big of a change, but I just knew if I pushed, you could serve me dick on realness.
I honestly feel like if I go home and my husband sees me, he's not gonna recognize me.
Growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable.
How much do I owe you for this?
It's $350.
Okay.
Yeah.
$350.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well worth it.
I know. It looks great.
Yeah. Where are my dragons?
Sometimes you're paying for what you don't get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I know how to not need
Right, like I
things.
came in here being like, I'd like a haircut. Is that what you do? And you said, sure, and then it didn't happen.
Well, I told you you didn't need one so
Right.
much.
Right.
So,
So.
but this is my time.
But I'm caught up on a show that I don't watch.
Yeah,
so.
and it's my time. So you have to pay for my time. Kimmy, did you see Game of Thrones this week?
Is the pile driver the most dangerous move in wrestling?
First of all, we had this sisterhood of the traveling pelts. They were trying to bury their hatchets in some White Walkers, but first, they had to bury the hatchet with each other.
You sold me to a witch. Your father wanted to execute me, you know.
This one's been killed 6 times. You don't hear him bitching about it.
And then after that, Surly Spice clocks what is on every power bottom's brain.
Dick. I like it.
And then Top Knot finds out that it must be Bear Night at the bar when he gets the Revenanted.
I love how many people they added to Moulin Rouge this week just so they could kill them off.
And then that dang Earl Grey is rocking his chef's hat because he is stirring the pot.
Perhaps Lady Brienne could help. And if one of you were planning to harm the other in any way, wouldn't she be honor bound to intercede?
Earl Grey is like herpes. Once he's in your life, you forget about him until he flares up.
But unlike herpes, you should be ashamed to have Earl Grey in your life.
Herpes is a very common STD.
Jonathan, did you know that nearly 70% of the world has herpes?
Kimmy, I did know that. And now, I hope you know that too.
Back at Cool Runnings, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pelts invited Iggy Popsicle to their little road trip, only to find out that he's invited all his friends.
So they skedaddle back to Pride Rock and they are all up on the circle of not life.
It is Akuna ma-fucked up. So then, bored as fuck Dog the Bounty Hunty learns that people who live in no houses shouldn't throw stones.
Fuck.
And then that white twerker, Nancy Scarrigan, she takes the ice. She does 4 pinwheel turns into a flying camel, steps out into a triple axel, triple sock cow combination, single foots the landing to the gods, Henty.
Then there's this very suspenseful sequence when millions of bloodthirsty zombies attack them one at a time.
Just when you think it's the last time we're ever gonna see Jon Snow's gorgeous sit-on-able face, Christina Aguilera and her dragons make everyone some delicious creme zambé.
But while Jon Snow was showing her what his little hands could do, approachable Karl Lagerfeld announces, "I spears are in." It was full TLC behind the music when Jon Snow wakes up to his sad elf, "Aunt, I'd like to fuck."
And he's thinking, "Oh girl, I'm gonna put a dragon in you."
And she's thinking, "Is that a Valerian sword under your furs? Are you just happy to see me?"
And then at the end, you think they're gonna leave us with this cute little sweet baby love scene until those white twerkers are trucking that damn dragon out of there for their upside down Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade.
Left eye might be down, but she's not out.
Henny, she's giving me Cersei realness.
I'm ready to fuck my brother. Where are
my dragons? Holy crap, Maria, did you see the season finale of Game of Thrones this week?
Are dragons real and living among us and working as baristas? Hello, Carmen.
Let me just tell you, Game of Thrones started off so strong this week, giving a little shout out to all those peen-hungry queens.
Maybe it really is all cocks in the end.
And it's the annual Westeros corporate retreat, and it is not going smoothly. Everyday root touch-up shows up late, and so Dublin gift shop crown is pissed.
We've been here for some time.
Sorry, I'm on DPT, Dragon People Time. Have you ever been a single mother without any kids? It's hard. I just have dragons.
And it's Saturday, so nobody wants to be there.
We are a group of people who do not like one another.
Until they find out there's a magic show.
We can destroy them by burning them, and we can destroy them with dragon glass.
Are you ready?
And then John and Christina, they were having a little meet cute down at the boneyard, and she was regaling him about how she is as barren as the Sahara, honey.
I can't have children.
Who told you that?
The witch who murdered my husband.
It's like, why does she have to brag? It's like, yeah, I'm barren too, but I don't go telling people all the time.
Yeah.
I can't have babies, and it's awesome!
And then my little baby Theon, he walks up to this gang of beach testers so he can sort out a search party for Lena Dunham, but rapist Captain Crunch is not having it. And then my baby Theon, he keeps getting up in spite of the constant abuse.
And someone grows a set of new ones where none exist. That's what happens with my husband. He had to pull out a ball, the doctor, to go in there, pull them out. Sometimes you have to wait for it.
Because he had an undescended nut?
Yes. Guess what, though? They're fully descendant now. Then at the PTA meeting, we think Sansa Fierce is going to execute baby Kill Bill, but turns out Earl Grey gets reversed Mr. Holland's opus.
You stand accused of murder. You stand accused of treason. How do you answer these charges? Lord Baelish.
Lady Sansa, forgive me. I'm a bit confused.
But instead of playing a symphony for him, he has to play a neck solo. No, that was like the best part of the whole show, and I don't even watch the show. I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know who either of those girls were. I didn't know why they're at Restoration Hardware or like where they had gotten all those Urban Outfitters pillows to wear, but it was exciting.
Meanwhile, back at Google Maps, Vintage Mia Farrow's performing a full-on Jack Johnson concert, serving nothing but flip-flops.
The darkness is coming for us all. We'll face it together.
Let the Stark Boy and his new queen defend the North. We stay here where we've always been.
And then, in a shocking turn of events, Brother D and Vintage Mia Farrow, the incest twins of our hearts, break up.
It is the most shocking breakup since Joey left Rachel. Was it Ross? Who was on that show?
It was like
the Meat Lovers Pizza. Is that part of it?
So back at Winterfell, Miss Cleo spills the family tea to Tubby Lubby that Jon Snow is Targaryen, which means he's Christina Aguilera's nephew, which for sure will not lead to anything weird at all. All that build up, and I essentially got my love scene between those two boiled down to like a skin to max, me in, 5th grade humping a pillow moment.
But she's barren, right? So nothing's gonna happen anyway. Except yet everything can happen if you're barren. The world opens up. And by the way, what a masterclass in acting by the kid in the wheelchair, who's also blind, or is it both? I can't tell, he's acting so fucking hard. I'm already in the chair, but you gotta get the blind.
Ooh, honey, and then in that last scene, we had approachable Karl Lagerfeld blasting the shit out of Westeros sugar walls on his new dragon, Eiffel 65.
Those condos took a long time to put up. This is a development. We have rules around here.
What are we gonna do with this hair?
I just think just enjoy it.
Oh no, the wall is falling. I live in the ice wall. What am I to do?
Maria, you're serving me Brienne of Tarth working on that length realness.
What's going on? It's like I'm from the Vale of Pretty. Where are
my dragons? You know what is a show that is underrated and underappreciated is New Adventures of Old Christine.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It was great. She literally has won an Emmy for every show she has ever done.
Okay, is that really that interesting anymore? The greatness?
No.
I mean, haven't we seen it? I want to see you at a low ebb.